Hey guys, it's day 38, Secret Sunrises to Success Formula, and I just left an awesome meeting today. We were talking more about how to get out of debt, how to get more out of life, and it really ties in well to today's lesson, which is on 3 parts: asking, searching, and knocking. Now, we've all heard that before. Ask you shall find. But people don't really take that seriously. They think that it's complain, right? Asking you shall receive is the formula, and then they go complain, and they're like, well, why am I not receiving? I've been complaining, and they totally miss the concept. So ask, search, and knock, right? And it's a great acronym for ask. Now, I was recently listening to Jim Rohn, which if you guys don't know who he is, you got to check out some of his trainings. His last name R-O-H-N, Jim Rohn. And he's talking about when people misunderstand the ask, and he really says, look, receiving is reserved for the askers. So some people sit back and they're wondering, why are so many people more successful than they are? Why are they receiving as much as other people are receiving? And it's simply because they're not asking as much. And we have too much pride wrapped up around asking for help, or asking for advice, or asking for a ride, or asking for money, or asking for some support or accountability. Too much pride around that. So don't be afraid to ask. The next thing is searching. And in that training, Jim also says finding is reserved for the searchers. So there's a lot of times where people are just sitting at home and they're not finding anything. Their life isn't changing, nothing's going on, and it's because they're not actually out in the world looking for stuff. They're not searching. You got to search for your solution, search for your ideas, search for a new contact, especially when you're going to networking events. I was just talking to a friend on the phone a little bit earlier today, and she was saying, okay, well, I'm going to go to some networking events over this weekend. What should I do? How should I be while I'm there? And how can I be memorable? And there was 2 things I told her when connecting with new people at a networking event. And that is, 1, to ask people, what are they most passionate about right now? Okay, don't say, where do you work and what do you do and where are you from? I mean, if you want to, sure, break the ice. But then the real question is, what are you most passionate about right now? And that's really going to it's going to raise the energy in the conversation, and you're going to get a lot more out of that question than being typical and asking these cliche questions. The next question is to ask, who do you need to know and what do you need for your business or project or whatever it is that they're working on? When you ask them that, who do you need or what do you need to know, you're going to get more progress out of that. Now, remember that they're going to ask you that same question, so you've got to be prepared with your own answers when they ask you, what are you most passionate about, what do you need, and who do you need to know. Have that on the tip of your tongue ready to go, and you'd be surprised at how many people will actually bring you that thing that you need or introduce you to that person you need to know. And then log it in your mind. When you're done with the conversation, go add your notes, and then when you come across that person that they need or that thing that they needed, then share. Sharing is caring. Okay, and then the last part for today is the K, the knocking, right? It says knock and that door will be opened. So too many people are sitting at the door of life and wondering, well, what should I do? And they never actually knock on the door. So opening is reserved for the knockers. So ask, search, and knock. Okay, don't get asking confused with complaining. Okay, it says asking you shall receive, not bitching you shall receive, right? If I'm going to go back to a video by Tony Robbins, he makes that very clear. And that was something that I needed some clarity on in my world too. We have to ask in preferences. And when I mean ask in preferences, it's saying, how can I do whatever it is that I'm trying to accomplish, and then while having fun and making friends? How can I, if you're trying to lose weight, you don't say, how come I'm so fat? That's not an effective question. That's not asking in preferences. You got to ask, how can I be more fit while enjoying the process and having fun? You start to ask these more intelligent questions, and you create clarity in your mind. How can I get more leads with spending less time and making friends? How can I relax while creating a new idea and getting some insight? That the quality of the question is going to determine the quality of the answer. So make sure you're asking yourself things that will empower you. That's day 38, guys. Ask, search, knock. It's all reserved for you. You don't get it if you don't ask. You don't get it if you don't search, and you definitely don't get it if you don't knock. So thanks for joining. Glenda, Kyle, what's up, guys? Mina, Sandra, thanks for joining in. Okay, that's day 38 for you. Don't be shy about asking. Remove the pride, remove the ego, and ask away, and you'd be amazed at what you start receiving. So thanks for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I got another one for you. We're going to be at a house tomorrow morning. We're going to go through some of the fix and flip concepts that we've been working on. So I'm excited to bring you into that experience tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you soon.